everyone, welcome to my guest bedroom, and today I'm going to be sharing a very merry Christmas home tour. I want to show you all the decorations I've put up over my house this year. I'm feeling in the Christmas spirit, and this year I decided to make my guest bedroom look festive instead of my bedroom because my bedroom's a mess. So I guess with that being said, let's jump in and I'm going to share with you what my home looks like for the Christmas season. So this is what my front door looks like. I've got these two little trees here this year. On the door I've got an old wreath from IKEA that I've used every year. And we've got this Ho 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 mat, which is from Ho Ho Home Bargains. Don't quit your day job. As you come into my house, this is what the hallway looks like. Directly to the left of the door, I've just got a few stars and a little garland up on the mirror. And on the right, I've got this little Christmas village that I've set up on my console table. Most of these houses were thrifted, and if they weren't already white, I painted them white. And I think some of them might have been from TK Maxx as well. Above the console table, I've put these two macrame wreaths on my picture frames. These were from a recent Christmas DIY, and I really love how they turned out. And I've also got these little gingerbread man lights on top of this lampshade just to spice it up a little bit. This chair normally isn't here, it's just at the end of the stairs because it was a bit too pink for my Christmas theme, so I'm gonna find somewhere else to put it. It's kind of blocking the stairs, but I've got a little cushion on here with a bicycle, and I think that was from Target a few years ago. Next is the stair garland. This is always one of my favourite parts of the house at Christmas time. I think this old garland used to belong to my nan, and I have borrowed it and thrown loads of decorations and Christmas lights in it. You might recognise these lights because I made them in a video. They're my cookie cutter lights and I didn't have a place to put them, so I've entwined them into the stair garland. I love having this on at night. The lights really brighten up the hallway and it looks so cozy and cute. I love it. When looking this way, this is what the hallway looks like, and I've got a couple of little decorations here. A Santa that's been in the family for years. His little arm is falling off, but he still sings once he's plugged in. And a very festive basket of face masks. Oh, 2020. Now let's move into the sitting room and dining room. Quick overview, this is what the sitting room is looking like. A little bit festive. And this is what the dining room is looking like. This is where I put most of my Christmas decorations, so let's start here. On the right, as you come in, I've got my sideboard and I've got a couple of lamps on top of it. I want to put some prints up above this piece, but I'm going to wait till January. So for the time being, this is what I've done for Christmas. I put a few unique prints up on top of it, and then I've just put all my Christmas decorations around the bottom. The berry garland was from Home Bargains, and the nutcrackers you might have seen in my recent Poundland DIY video. I think the rest of the pieces here were all from the charity shop. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but this is the Christmas tree I've got this year. I'll show you a picture of what it looks like in the night because it's so much prettier at night with the lights on. I've kind of unintentionally gone for a celestial theme this Christmas. I don't know how it happened, but that's kind of what we got going on the tree, and I've used mainly silver and gold ornaments. A few new ones to mention. This one was from Dunelm earlier in the year. I think it was £3. It's so cool. I bought a pack of these stars in Asda. They were £2 for 6 or something like that. This one was a pre-lockdown thrift find. This one used to be in all of my grandma's Christmas trees, and it's in mine this year, and I really love that I can have that as part of my tree. So this is what the tree looks like. Like I said, it looks a lot better with the lights on. I decided to reuse our old artificial Christmas tree that we've had for many years rather than opt for a real tree, just because I thought it would get another use out of the artificial one. I know they're not the best for the environment, but we've had it for such a long time, and the more use it gets, the better it will be in the long run. Moving on the dining room table, I've put 3 bottle brush Christmas trees, and these things are massive. I picked these up in the charity shops last year. They were $1.99 each, and they are so cool. I think they look amazing on the table. In this little alcove over here, I've just put a few things. I've added some garland and a Merry Christmas sign to my mum's painting. And then there's some little bits and bobs on top of the table. And lots of fake snow everywhere. And the mantelpiece is my favourite part of the room this year. I decided to keep it super simple and just do a simple garland, these Poundland DIY stockings that I made a few years ago, a couple of stocking holders, and this star which was from Home Bargains. I think it was a couple of pounds. Lastly, in here on the shelves, I've just put a few more Christmas decorations, some little houses, an IKEA wreath in the back just to add a bit of height, and some bottle brush trees. These are from B&Q. They have the same houses this year but in white, and these are from Asda. Moving on to the sitting room, which isn't overly decorated, it's just got a few pieces, but I really like it this year. I should mention I have a new couch. I gave the grey one I had to a family friend, and this is an IKEA one. I'm waiting for a cover to come, so I know it looks a bit out of place in the room, but I've just thrown loads of pillows on it for the time being to try and make it look a little bit more festive. We've got a ton of different pillows all over it that just feel very Christmassy and cozy and make the room feel a bit more inviting. On the big antique mirror, I've kept it quite simple with a garland on the top, and then I had a leftover wreath, so I just decided to add that as well for an extra little festive touch. My coffee table's really cute. I've put these little reindeer on it. They were from Marks and Sparks last year. They don't do them this year, but I love them so much. They're some of my favorite decorations, even though you just breathe and they like topple over. Probably not the best place to put them. Stay. I put a few spare stockings underneath my TV just because I had them left over. And then my favourite part of the room is my little tree. I decided just to get a small potted Christmas tree this year, and hopefully I can plant it in the garden and have it for many years to come. It looks so cute. I put all of my fuzzy animal decorations in it and a very thin set of fairy lights, and I love this. It's my favourite little tree that I've ever had. It's just like felt animal crazy, and I'm so happy with it. If you've watched this channel for a while, you know I love my ugly felt decorations. They just make me so happy. A few new additions this year. We've got little deer. He was from B&Q. I went in for paint. I came out with him. This guy was from Tesco, Marks and Spencer, and TK Maxx. Oh, this one is an ancient DIY I made years ago using a bendy hair roller and some yarn. Yeah, that's my little tree. I think I need to water that later. Must remember to do that. And the only other Christmassy thing in here is the bar cart. I added a few of those like bottle sweaters and scarves and hats to all my bottles, and a little reindeer just to spice it up a bit. It's cute. So that's the sitting room, just a little bit festive. Once again, I've got a massive blank wall that I need to put some prints up on at some point, but I'm going to do that in the new year and just leave it Christmassy for now. Now let's move into my kitchen. At first glance, it doesn't look super Christmassy, but as you turn around, I've made this corner up to look really festive, and I love it. So on my shelves, I've just taken off most of my colourful bowls and plates and put up some Christmas junk. I tried to go with more of a vintage looking feel in my kitchen because I've got these lovely Santas from the charity shop last year. I had to touch them up with a bit of ceramic paint because their hats were looking a little sad. The joy sign was one of my Poundland DIYs, and then I've got a few ceramic reindeer in the corner. And to be honest, the top section is just where stuff goes when I don't really know where to put it. But I think it looks okay. It's fine. I've put a wreath on my messages board. I really like the way this turned out. I think it looks really cute. And I've got out all of my festive mugs for the season. This one's my favourite. I think it was from Sainsbury's last year. Over by the sink, to be honest, it's looking a little bit cluttered. I need to give this a tidy up. But I've just put a few little Christmas decorations. I bought this set of Nutcracker kitchen bits from the charity shop right before Christmas last year, so I never showed it in a video. We've got like a pot holder, an oven glove, and a little tea towel. I think that's really cute. It was $4.99 for the set. And then I've got a few like Christmassy bits and pieces around my hob. That's obviously not Christmassy. Look at the crumbs. Don't look at the crumbs. Don't look too closely. We're gonna do a deep clean in here. And then up here, just a couple of little bits and bobs on the shelf. My favourite thing this year is this little soap dispenser that I found in Asda when I was doing my grocery shopping. And I think that works really well. And there's really not much going on in my plant room, but I cut this holly in my nan's garden yesterday and I've just put it on the table to give the plant room a little Christmas touch. I do have a few decorations scattered around and a little Santa in my plant. I'd love to put some fairy lights in them, but I think I've run out of fairy lights, so I think I'm just going to keep it simple this year. Nothing too much. Okay, and last but not least, I thought I'd bring you into the guest bedroom, which I made look ever so slightly festive. Might not even be allowed to have guests this year, but let me show you what I've done here anyway. I put my favourite sheets on this bed. They need a steam, but my nan's borrowing the steamer at the moment, I think. So I'm going to steam it at some point. Those are from Marks and Spencer's a few years ago. And then I just put loads of my DIYs all around the room. We've got coaster that was in my cricket video. This thing that I found in the charity shop last year. My bead garland. I love how this turned out. But does it or does it not look like a butt? Be honest. I might have to reshuffle that. I put my little paper wreath up as well, and a tiny Poundland tree in the corner. And I also dug out this tiny little sweater garland that I put up on the curtain rail for some reason. I just thought that looked really cute. That was in a DIY video a few years ago, and I bring it out every year. The mantelpiece is a little bit plain, not very festive, but I had a few extra pink bottle brush trees and my houses, so I threw them up here. I guess it goes with the vibe of the rest of the room. But yeah, that's how I made the guest bedroom look a little bit festive, and I know I need to update you on what's going on in this room because it's looking a little bit different, but I'm gonna do that in the new year because I've been doing some decluttering. I think I want to move some stuff around in here, do some painting. I'll keep you updated. Queen of reshuffling things. Anyway, that's it for this room, so let's finish this video up. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've put up your Christmas decorations yet. Do you wait until the 1st of December, or do you do what I do and slowly put them up all through November? Let me know in the comments below. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. Have a great Christmas and see you next time. Bye.